All right, one of the main things that I'm going to be using to put the umami flavor in our hamburger today is this salt. As you may notice, it's not white and it's not pink. So why is this kind of a yellowish brown color? This is fish sauce salt. At the end of the process of making fish sauce, they have a lot of salt that's left, and this is some of the salt. It's imported by a company called Red Boat, and I really like using this, and that's one of the big flavor enhancers that we're going to put on our hamburger today. So the first thing I want to do is I want to slice up some onions, because I got to get them going, because they're going to take the longest to cook, because I'm going to caramelize these things, and when you caramelize onions, it takes quite a while to cook them. It's not a fast method. So anyway, what I'm going to do, go ahead and cut this root off. I'm not going to cut root off, I'm going to cut the root off. I'm just going to slice this into fairly thin. Like this. I'm just going to keep cutting this up. Anyway, I'm using half of a sweet onion. The reason I'm using a sweet onion because it has a natural sweetness to it already, and I'm hoping to caramelize this and get some sweetness in it, and that's going to help offset or balance out some of this umami flavor. Anyway, I'll finish slicing these up and we'll get these going here in just a second. Okay, I need to get my onions going. This pan's warming it up. I'm not going to make it hot because I'm going to cook these slowly because I want to caramelize these onions a little bit. And we're going to put some oil in here. I'll need just a little more. I can always add more later if I need to. I don't think I will though. All right, we're going to put our onions in. And we're going to hit these with a little bit of salt. Of course, we're using our fish sauce salt. That's what we're cooking with tonight. And don't worry, this stuff doesn't taste fishy, it just tastes good. Now we're going to let these sit and let them get a little color on them. So next up, we're going to prep some mushrooms. And really, how many do you do is really up to you. Do you like mushrooms? Do you not like them? Do you love them? I mean, really, it's all a personal decision. When we get done cooking our onions and mushrooms, we're going to deglaze the pan. And we're going to deglaze the pan with a mix of fish sauce and beef stock. So we're just going to put just a couple of shots of fish sauce in there. I happen to like the stuff, especially the Red Boat. I really like it. And the nice thing about Red Boat is the ingredient list is anchovies and salt. If you like another brand of fish sauce, take a look at the ingredient list on that one and see if it's close to that, or if you've got all kinds of other stuff that's not fish sauce. Anyway, we're going to put a 1/4 cup of beef stock in here. There we go. And we're just going to mix that and we'll have that at the ready. Okay, so I have a 1 pound package of hamburger, and I'm going to make a 1/4 pound patties, so that means I'm going to make 4 patties out of this. There we go. Take this. Okay, so we're going to take this and we're going to mash it out a little bit. We're going to season this, some black pepper, some of our fish sauce salt, I found that putting the fish sauce salt in the meat is better. You put it on the outside, it tends to stick to the pan and kind of fall off a little bit. And we don't want that. There we go. Season that in. Now we're going to divide this in half. So now we got a ball of hamburger meat there. I'm going to mash it down. See if I can mash it out into a nice pretty patty. Kind of round it off a little bit. Sprinkle a little black pepper on the outside of that. There we go. Okay, these onions have been cooking for a little while. We're just starting to pick up a little color. That salt that I put on them is helping to break them down, plus they're kind of steaming. They're slowly reducing their juices. And we're just going to kind of move them around for about, we'll stir them once every minute or two, and then later on we'll start to kind of stir them constantly after they've picked up some color. Anyway, we're going to let these keep cooking for now. Okay, our onions are basically done. We're going to hit them with a couple of splashes of fish sauce. Woo! That smells like fish. All right, I'm going to put these aside for right now. We're going to go ahead and we're going to turn our heat up. We're going to add 1 tablespoon of butter. There we go. Now we're going to put our mushrooms in here. We're going to cook these real quick. And as soon as they get some color on both sides, we're going to put our deglazing liquid in there. We're going to put our onions back in. We're going to deglaze the pan. All right. Look at that. Nice syrupy liquid. We're going to take and set these mushrooms and onions aside, and then we'll wash out our pan. All right, we've got our pan clean. We're going to go ahead and we're going to put our hamburgers in here, our patties. Got 2 of them, remember. I'm only going to eat 1 tonight, and I'm not making a double burger tonight. All right. When our burgers released a little bit, I flipped them around. They kind of make sure they browned up pretty good on that side. I'm going to flip these over. I'm cooking these on a medium heat. That way I'm sure they get done. Now I'm only going to eat 1 of these a night, so I'm only going to put cheese on 1 burger. And the cheese that has the most glutamate flavor is Parmesan, so that's what I'm using. And that's real Parmesan too. All right, these are done. I'm going to turn that heat off. Now this one here, I'm going to save this. I'm going to put it on a plate and save it for later. And this is the one I'm going to have for dinner tonight. Anyway, I'll plate it up over here in just a second. Okay, now I got to admit, when I put this thing on the bun, it looks a little smaller than what I had planned on. I'll move this right there. Oh yeah, you want some of this mushroom and onion mixture, because that's what's going to set this thing apart. Right there. Okay, so let's see how this thing tastes. Napkin at the ready. You got that Parmesan cheese, caramelized onions. It's all coming together. This is really good. Maybe I should start a burger chain.